Today's Black Panther news article comes from March 16th, 1969. It's called Imperialists Pose International Threat to People of Color. The sun has left the sky of Western Europe and neo-colonial America, and the tone of color in the dawning sky indicates that tomorrow is going to be black and beautiful. Therefore, with slightly more than 200 million black Africans stretched across the horizon, the interests of the white world would best be served by allowing Biafrans in the amount of 3,000 per day to starve to death. By the way, Biafra was a partially recognized state in West Africa that declared independence from Nigeria and existed from 1967 to 1970. And I just watched a whole YouTube video about that, and that was eye-opening. I never even knew about that before. Anyway, and they did it. The treasurer of the most powerful American oil company in the International Oil Combines made the following statement. Our foreign policy will be more concerned with the safety and stability of our foreign investments in the future than ever before. The proper respect for capital abroad is just as important as respect for our political principles. This same person went on to refer to United States as the greatest contributor to the global mechanism and the majority stockholder in this corporation known as the world. This person thinks in terms of investments and property rights having precedent over human rights, all over the world. This person's salary is paid by Standard Oil of New Jersey. This person does not think like a human being. This person thinks like a machine with the mentality of a swine. Therefore, this person is not a man. This is a pig. The major stockholder in this corporation known as the world. That statement takes audacity. That statement takes insanity. For that statement precisely defines imperialism. The imperialistic monster devours all underdeveloped nations and their entire population, save a few bootlicking lackeys who sell their people down a stream. Therefore, the obvious enemy of the people is anyone who furthers the aims of this monster, imperialism, on any of its numerous tendencies. Its enforcement arm is the military. The U.S. Marines, I think that's supposed to say Marines, stole Panama from Colombia, then forced the granting of a 100-year lease on the Panama Canal property. When the lease expired, they slapped the Panamanian people in the face, and they kept it. In 1090, the U.S. Marine Corps forced a political dynasty of corrupt pigs on the people of Nicaragua, which still keeps in power. In 1914, the U.S. Marine Corps killed Mexicans in Tampico and stood guard while U.S. oil companies stole every drop of oil from the country. In 1916, the U.S. Marines invaded the Dominican Republic to protect the thieving pigs of the American sugar companies. In 1921, the U.S. Marines helped Shell Oil burglarize Romania. In 1922, the U.S. Marines crushed all opposition by the people of Guatemala to the United Fruit Company, who was raping their country, and they're still doing it. In 1927, it was China for Rockefeller and his Standard Oil. American imperialism is a threat and a menace to the peace and progress of humanity. Therefore, an America which continues such a policy is an enemy of mankind in general, and it must be stopped before this blind technological monster consumes and destroys this planet. This was 1969.